The market isn't random, it's rigged, but not how you think. You see, when you open a trade, there's this war going on where 90% of the soldiers are on one side, but only 10% are on the other side. Who are these people? These are the retail traders like you and me. We make up 90% of all traders in the market. But guess what? We don't control the money. We have zero power. We are the minority. On the other side, we have institutions, hedge funds, big corporations, and wealthy individuals who literally control the flow of money around the world. They make up only 10% of traders. But guess what? They control 90% of the money. So we are vastly outnumbered. And this isn't some random occurrence. It's by design. It's actually set up perfectly to benefit the very few at the top, while everyone else is kept in a constant loop of boom and bust. Why? Because it's easy money. Let me explain. When you come into the market, you're excited, right? You see that green candle and you're like, wow, the price just went up. Or you see that red candle and you think, oh no, the price just went down. Well, guess what? That's exactly what they want you to think. See, the more you chase those candles, the more they can manipulate you. You know how you have a stop loss when you're entering a position, right? Like, hey, if I buy this stock at $100, I'm going to put my stop loss at $95. Well, guess what? They can see that stop loss. They know where you're going to buy and they know where you're going to sell. And let me tell you, they're not scared of your stop loss. They're not scared of you buying at $100. In fact, they're hoping you will, because that's exactly what they want. So how does this work? Well, the market is a game of fear and greed, and they weaponize those emotions against you. What do I mean? Well, let's say they want to trigger your greed. So they do something called a fake breakout. They let the price go above a swing high or below a swing low to get people like you and me to enter a position. Once they see enough retail traders enter, they can execute their plan. Now they weaponize fear by doing things like stop hunts or news dumps. A stop hunt is when they start moving the market aggressively against you to trigger your stop loss. So you entered at $100, and now they start moving the market down. Eventually, your stop loss is triggered, and you exit the position. On the other hand, a news dump is when they release some sort of news or data that's meant to scare you out of the market. For example, let's say there's an announcement about rising interest rates, or a new variant. Guess what? They know that most traders have their stop losses somewhere at a key level, like let's say $98. So they'll release that news to trigger your stop loss. And once again, they've won. So why do they do this? Why do they rig the market against you? Well, for liquidity. You see, they need the retail herd to enter positions first. Once they see the herd enter, they can execute their plan. They can move the market in any direction they want. So you entered at $100. But let's say they want to move the market down. So they start selling off their positions, pushing the price lower and lower. Eventually, your stop loss is triggered and you exit the position. But guess what? Now they're in profit. They sold at a higher price than you bought, and they didn't even take much risk. This is the biggest psychological trap in the market. It's literally designed to make you lose. And most people aren't even aware of it. You're not losing because you're dumb. You're not losing because you don't know the market. You're losing because they want you to. They want you to be emotional. They want you to react. Until you master your psychology, until you understand this game, you're just free liquidity. You're just food for the big institutions. Most retail traders trade based on candlesticks. They see that green candle and they think, oh, I should buy now. But guess what? That's exactly what they want you to do. That's exactly what they want you to do. They want you to chase candles. They want you to buy high, and then they want you to panic. They want you to see that red candle and think, oh my God, the price just crashed. So they'll use that emotion to make you sell. So you bought at $100 and now you see that red candle and you panic and you sell at $95. Guess who's happy about that? The institutions? They just made money off of you. They just trapped you. So if you want to beat the market, if you want to win this game, you have to think differently. Don't be like the 99%. Don't be like the retail herd. You have to think like the institutions. You have to think like a big fund manager. If you want to play this game, you have to play by their rules. You have to understand their psychology. Otherwise, you'll always be the one getting trapped. You'll always be the one getting hunted. So be careful. This market is not random. It's not fair. And it's definitely not rigged in your favor. If you don't play smart, you'll be playing against the entire system.